Nobody's watching anyway, but this is what I do. We're defrosting our meat. The only knife I have. I have like no kitchen utensils. I need kitchen things. If anybody ever wants to send me a really fancy cooking knife, that'd be awesome. I don't even have a nice thingy to make my knife sharper. Anyways, these onions aren't the best, but we'll just cut around the bad parts because it's an onion. Onions have layers. So we shall rip off. See, now it's a pretty onion. The ugly layer. We're making cabbage rolls. Right now we're just doing our prep. We should start making our rice, actually. That's what we should do. So, pan! I don't know how much water I need for my rice. I'm gonna make 2 cups of rice. Because I don't know exactly how much rice I need, really. Should do this in the Instant Pot. It'd probably take less time, but I don't really give a shit. Alright, 1.5 cups of water to 1 cup rice. So I need 3 cups of water. The water. There's a difference between a wet cup and a dry cup. Yes, it's a dry cup. And now I am going to rinse my goddamn rice. Because I rinse my rice. Gets a lot of that starchiness off of it. It's not as sticky. See, it's not quite the same as a wet cup, so it's a little less than a wet cup. We're going to rinse our rice. So I'm putting it in this so I can get it wet. And bartending hack. I probably just did wrong, but I hate making rice. I'm used to making rice in a rice cooker, but I hate making rice on the stove. But bring the water to a boil and then use the chunk boiling off. And I hate making rice on the stove. I should have waited and brought it to a boil first, but it's too late and I don't give a shit now. I used hot water. I'm not a rice cooker. I was like, when I was at work one time, my ex-boyfriend was a line cook there. He forgot how to make pasta. It's the fun part of being autistic and ADHD. He literally just one day, he just forgot how to make pasta. His brain was just like, nope, we don't know how to do this right now, like what I just did. I knew I needed to boil the water first, but I still just dumped the rice in, like, I don't know why. I have a really quick hack to make minced onions. So if you cut them sideways, but don't go all the way down. It's also kind of how you make a blooming onion. It's the same concept. You hold it like this, and you chop this way. And you have perfect little minced pieces of onion. Perfect little uniform pieces of onion. And then you can kind of just rough chop this up. And when you do it this way, it doesn't burn your eyes because you don't get that it doesn't really release that toxin out of it because you're not really damaging the onion. So that's why it, like when you cut up onions, it makes you cry because you're hurting it, so it releases the toxin out of it. Telling you, you're hurting me. All right, my meat is defrosted and slightly cooked. We're gonna brown it up anyway. Out of the kitchen. Go. Get. Stirring up our rice. Rice, baby. Do. Alright, stop. Collaborate and listen. Exercise for the brand new edition. Something. Grip a hold of me tightly. I'm strange. If there was a problem, I'll solve it. Check out the beat while my DJ revolves it. Take a few cloves of garlic. Smash them. Smash. See, I do it on here and I'm doing it live, so but I could speed it up. Garlic. going to cook our meat. Boiling our cabbage will be last. So. Meat. And now with that, I'm going to add a little bit of salt to the rice. I never know where to set my phone so you can actually like see me cooking. Take my hair ties off because they're fuzzy. Do I need to use any of this in this? Cabbage. Okay, so right now we're just cooking up our aromatics. So our onions. They're a little slimy. I have a small kitchen. It's really not that small. It's just a little more counter space. I need a kitchen with a giant counter. Or a chopping block. Big old butcher block. Okay. Boiling. Put you now on low. Low and slow. Turn that heat down. keep a few of these and plant them. Let's see what the healthiest stuff is. I don't know what's yelling at me. You can watch me cut onions. Cut the stems off. Boop. I don't have very good knives for cutting blocks. Slimy. Part of that piece. It's kind of fun. Mama had a baby. Its head popped off. That rice will be perfect. Good deal. I'm really turn the heat off completely on that. This would be the point when everybody would be like, oh, is dinner ready? No, it's not even done yet. All you smell is onions. This is the point, though, in like cooking, when families are like, the kids always are like, is dinner ready yet? So people, I don't understand why people think cooking gluten-free is so hard. There's a lot of ways to cook gluten-free. It's not that hard. I'm going to take half of this mixture of onions and garlic. I'm going to separate it out, so I'm going to add that to the sauce too. But I'm going to cook the meat with this one. While we wait. While we wait. Now we gotta get our cabbage. Cabbage. You want to kind of pull off just a few of the outer leaves. This one actually looks really, really good, but pull these top two off. Actually, just really this one. Only this. I'll leave that one. No, I'll leave that one. I'm sure there'll be plenty. Okay. So we're going to separate some of our aromatics out. About half. Set them to the side. Now we're going to add our meat. Some people add pork. This is ground sirloin, so it's steak, so it's good quality meat. I really don't like pork that much. Turn the heat down just a smidge. Now, because this is ground sirloin, it's very lean, so it doesn't have a lot of fat to it. I'm actually going to add just a tiny bit of cooking country crab if I can find it. I don't even think it's in here. I don't know. butter is? Okay, well, never mind. I don't want butter. I don't know what butter is. I don't really know. Anyways, so we're just going to season it. Parsley. I got too much time on my hands. A little bit of paprika. A shit ton of garlic. A little bit of cumin. A little bit of oregano. Some pepper. Some salt. I use iodized salt for most of my cooking because I have thyroid issues, and iodine is actually really good for thyroid issues. Oh, it smells so good. We're gonna add some of this Tuscan seasoning. It's from the spice place. It's so fucking good. The spice and tea exchange. Turn the heat off this. Let that cool for a little bit because I ain't trying to burn the living shit out of my fingers. Now the fun part. Boiling our cabbage. So what you do is take your cabbage. You want to chop about a 1/2 inch off of it. So basically you want to chop the stem off and most of the stem. So you want to bypass that part, you want to cut it right about here. So that way you get the roots of the stems off. And what's going to happen is as you boil it, probably about right about there. Maybe a little bit further up. You're going to get all of the stems basically detached from the root. It's a thick root, but we'll figure it out. How many layers is that? Might go up just a smidge more. I don't want them too small. There we go. Alright. Now you boil it! They should peel off pretty easy. Bring the water to a boil. We'll boil for about 2 minutes. And the leaves kind of fall off. That's why I'm never hungry when dinner is done. While we're doing this, we'll make our sauce. Meat mixture. We're gonna mix this with our rice right now. And it's okay if the stuff cools off because you're gonna be baking it. We're gonna make our sauce. I'm making my own sauce. You can just use a jar of tomato sauce. I ain't about that life. So we're gonna use the onions that we separated out. As I eat them. Jar of diced tomatoes. put on like low heat. A jar of just plain tomato sauce. I love tomatoes. Kind of the same seasonings we used on the meat. Thyme. Some parsley. Some oregano. Some of that Tuscany spice seasoning. It's freaking amazing. And it's almost empty. That's really good. But this time around, a little pizza seasoning too. It's really good. So good. Tiny bit of paprika. Bloop. Some garlic powder. Mix that shit up. Now we wait. Cabbage is getting there. It's starting to fall apart. Might get hotter faster that way. And this we're just gonna get hot with the flavors. The flavors. I could be skinnier, but then I have to not eat food. I like food. Doggies should not eat onions. So always make sure if you cook with onions or grapes or garlic that you clean up. You have a doggy. It can cause them to go into kidney failure. Their bodies cannot handle the, yeah. Might add another can of tomato sauce. We'll see how much I need. I can just pour that over top. And then add a few more seasonings on top of it. It's taking forever. It's like watching a watch pot. Well, while we're doing that, we'll mix up our rice concoction. So we got our meat, we got our rice. I don't know if I'm gonna add all the rice yet to the meat. Good portion of it. I would make too much rice, but you can use rice for lots of things. Just a little bit more rice. Boop. I don't know if anybody even watch it. We're just waiting for our cabbage to get soft now. Our sauce is cooking up. Our rice mixture. It's really good. I'm just waiting for our cabbage to soften. Our sauce to kind of meld together a little bit. Darth noodles. I'm not quite falling off yet. I'm getting there. Normally it just separates all by itself except for maybe the very heart of it. But cut it in half. perfect food. This is how I eat best, though. Like, I would just sit down and just eat this. That's some good slop right there. And you could do this with fake meat. You could do it with Impossible crumbles. It would probably be better if you use like the Morningstar crumbles. Impossible kind of gets a little mushy, but there are some. But you could do like tempeh crumbles would be really good. You can use all kinds of stuff. I eat meat. I don't eat a lot of meat, but my body needs meat. So my blood type calls for meat. If I don't eat enough meat, I feel sick and yucky. Really, honestly, I could probably live on just protein and my body would be fine. Well, certain kinds of protein. I can't do legumes, kind of are hard on my stomach. Like, I've got a lot of digestive problems. I'm a little fat right now. I'm a little squishy. But it's like I'm evenly squishy. It's like my ass and my fucking hips are huge. And then my, like, up here is kind of bigger. Like, I'm shaped like my brother. Like, at this age. Like, literally. I just got kind of heavier too over the last few years. But see, we go up and down. My brother really doesn't go up and down. He just kind of went up and then stayed at a certain level. But wow, I got a booty for days. For a while, I wanted to get my butt back, but I feel, in a lot of ways, sometimes, except for my belly, sexier when I'm like this. But I could be skinnier. But who wants to not eat food? If I just moved around a little more, but it's hard to move sometimes. Like right now, my leg is throbbing. Just this leg. Not this leg. But this leg with my fucked up ankle. And I've got tendonitis in the ankle. Like, it's the tendon that runs the top of my foot, so it runs up the front of my leg, and that's where it always hurts. It's just tendonitis. I know what it is. But it sucks. I'm thirsty. I need to make more sweet tea. I got one leafy. You want them soft enough, but not too cooked. It's slowly falling apart. It's just still not quite to a boil. Do a leaf of cabbage. Do you want to catch these hands? No, I'm just kidding.
My catcher's mitts.
Hmm?
I get some, like, little boxing mitts and stuff like that. Just get the swings in. It's good exercise. Boxing's great, actually. We should really hook up the Wii. Do Wii boxing. You want to get in shape?
I know, we should do the Wii. Wii Fit. Like, the Wii Fit's awesome for fucking, like, getting in shape, honestly.
Yeah.
Especially when I can't really move around a whole lot, but I could do that. Like, I can't really do impact type sports. They hurt. It's getting there slowly. You want to try a piece of cabbage, Keela?
Either I have, like, extra long earlobes, or I have, like, weird cheeks that, like, go up to my ears. Go out to my ears.
I don't know if she likes it. She's kind of eating it.
Are you gonna ravage the cabbage?
You don't like it. Stop begging for it. Sit. Well, that was a horrible catch.
It wasn't a catch at all.
It wasn't a catch at all. That's like horrible. Well, it went in her mouth and came back out. Like
a horrible catch is still something that's caught. It just wasn't done,
This is like horrible moonshine.
Wasn't done elegantly. That's what I'm saying. Need a certain amount of elegance. Finesse.
It's not very strong either. It's just kind of weird. It's only 55%, which isn't very. That's a pretty high proof, but it really doesn't look like it's that high of a proof. Hoochie strong. This shit is not very good. I really don't like maple though, honestly.
Like, you're like talking to yourself.
Oh, I'm on video.
Oh.
I'm on live video on
so
YouTube.
You're talking yourself into it by talking yourself out.
I'm kind of talking myself into it a little bit, but I don't know. It just has like a weird taste to it. Like I really think that they didn't really wait to. It's kind of into it's like it has that. It still has a real ethanol smell to it. Like it's really like they didn't get into the good part of the like shine. It has a really like high ethanol. Like it says it's 55%, which is pretty high proof, but it has a very smell. It does. It has a very high ethanol like content to it, which means it's like still in the first like parts of like the fucking shine. It's not the good tasting. Like, it's very high ethanol. It's not that good. Like it smells like nail polish.
Give yourself medical issues. That smells like fucking like
it does.
rubbing alcohol.
It smells like rubbing alcohol. It's very high ethanol.
So, I mean, if it smells like that, it's probably not good to consume.
No, it's probably not good to consume. I mean, I drank some of it, but it didn't smell. It's gotten worse over time.
-6 degrees that it is.
It's like it's not even cold outside.
-6 in New York, okay?
It's not even cold outside.
-6. North Dakota is super cold right now, so
We'll go with a pizza.
I gotta prepare. I mean, we're closer to them than we are to like China. These are facts.
Even the smell of that shit makes me want to vomit. It smells like fucking nail polish. Remember? It's like ugh. Do not buy Hoochie Strong. It is blech. It is not very good. Not at all. Not in the least. You want a puppy chip? Okay, bye. Never mind. Cabbage. This takes forever. I should just grab my guitar and entertain you that way. I'm gonna go back and edit this so it's not as long. Even the smell of that shit makes me want to puke. It's so gross. It's not good. It does. It smells like isopropyl alcohol. It's getting there. There we go. Finally starting to get a boil. I might even throw these back and let them soften up a little bit more. God. Ugh. Even the smell of that shit makes me want to puke. No. Like I really kind of just want to throw it away. It's gross. Not good. And I mean, we got it from the liquor store. So, I mean, they're licensed. I mean, it was just a bad bet. Get in there. Cabbage leaves. And then you're going to want to cut the thick part off, which is the outside thing. Like peel this off a little bit, make it more smooth. And it rolls really well. Right now I'm just letting them sit for a minute. Just collecting leaves. Just gonna leave it alone. Leave it alone. It ain't gonna hurt it. It's gonna make them softer. I'm just making them. I don't remember what the cords are on this. Like, I literally feel like I can taste that shit through just smelling it. Oh, I gotta get that smell out of my mouth. Oh my god, it's so bad. Ugh. Like, I really can't get that scent out of my goddamn nose now. It's so bad. Gotta. Intermission. I need to like smell something. Ah, cabbage. Excuse me. Off of your head! Off of your head! It's getting there. I don't want to rip them. Just letting them boil on their own. I don't want it to get too squishy. Peeling cabbage. Motorhead. What's your price for flight? It's too fucking quiet. Cabbage heads. I'm gonna boil these just for a few seconds longer. You want them decently soft. But they are gonna cook more when you put them in the oven, so. Come on. Break apart. You might have enough, but we're getting into the tinier ones. That should be enough though, really. And the rest of the cabbage you can just use for like soups or stews or whatever the fuck you want to use it for. We probably have plenty. Okay, now we do this. We got all our cabbage. Partially cooked. And you kind of want to just take some of this like stem off so it's not as rough. That curls up a little easier. You do it with all of them. Kind of flip it inside out. You don't like cabbage, puppy? It's funny how in America they call it roommates, but over in like overseas it's like flatmate.
Yeah, that's it. Make a little bit different.
Because you live in the same house, but you don't share a room necessarily. Flatmate. It's even more confusing when Bobby used to tell people I was his roommate. I'm like, no. That is my house. He sleeps in my bed. That is a relationship.
I mean, one of specific, if you think about it, not to say he was in any way correct or right what he said, but
I mean, we did share a room, yes, but we also shared a bed and bodies. Bit different than a roommate.
yeah, but saying the word roommate means like you share a room. I mean, we would presume that word if you didn't know the language.
I think it really started when people used to share like lofts and stuff like that, like more studio apartments. Because back then it really was a room.
should be like a housemate or something like that.
Yeah, like your housemate. Well, flatmate. I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, but fuck those people over there. Take advantage as the language.
Anyways. Now we make our cute little rolls. I'm going to add a little bit of tomato sauce on the bottom, and then we sit them in the tomato sauce. And then I'm going to pour my flavorful tomato sauce on top. Because you can't have too much fucking tomato sauce. I mean, you can actually, but... Now we roll our tiny kitchen. Trying to make room. You can do two, kind of like a decent sized little cabbage roll. They're kind of different sizes. Try to get two that are similar in size. That's how it's gonna look. It's kind of like rolling up burritos. I haven't done it in a minute. There you go. And just sit it down in there. It's like making tamales. Kind of. These bigger ones we don't really need as much. Or as many rolls, I don't think. That one's a little thick. It's like making grape leaves or pretty much anything of the sort. Kind of the same concept. See, and like this one's a little smaller, so I'm going to add two. She is at my feet. I'm actually going to take a little bit of tomato sauce out. I think I put too much. Because this is like boring tomato sauce. I do want more of the good stuff. Cabbage roll. The one cook at work keeps asking me to make him food and he'll buy it from me. He keeps asking me to bake him a cake. He's like, I'll pay you. I was like, what? How do I do that? Or not the cook, the one, the dishwasher. The really nice one that always grabs the dishes from you when you walk in the kitchen. What's his name? You don't know his name? Yeah, it's true. I'm just really bad with names. Huh? Zootopia? Oh, Utopia. That's what you get for scavenging. I don't know how to make small batches of food. It's hard to do it with one hand. Your alarm's going off. It's time to wake up. I don't know how to make small amounts of food. We got ducks in the kitchen.
It's my mouth away from mouth.
You put things in your butt. That's what it sounds like. I don't think that's what you intended it to mean. All right. And now we cover it and we cook it.
Let's see. Dog food and ruined my appetite. All right, let's go.
Booty, 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 rocking and away. Booty, 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 rocking and away. Now we bake it. We vent it just a smidge. It's too high. I need to move this thingy just one lower. It's a little bit too high. Ugh, where's the fucking oven mitt?
Yes, it's too high.
What?
It's too high.
Nope. That's too high. Nope. There we go. One. We cook it. Woohoo! And now we set our timer. Which I really don't use that often, but voila! Cabbage rolls. Great. Bye, everybody. Now I get to clean up this giant mess I made. Giant mess of dishes! It's actually not that bad. Cleanup process. Everybody wants to see the cleanup process. Everybody, I'll come back and show you what it looks like when it's done. I guess. I don't know. Cabbage rolls! Cabbage rolls. I want to show the finished product, so I don't know how to stop it. I don't know if I can just like pause it. I don't know how to do anything on this thing. I don't have YouTube Studio on my phone either. I have it on my computer, but it's not on my phone. Now we wait, because I don't feel like doing dishes right now. I don't want that cup getting broken. I'm just gonna let it sit and dry. Alright, I'm done. Bye, everybody. I don't know how to show it. There's no way to like pause it. No, I'm leaving. Bye.